Hey everyone, this is Jeremy in the East, and welcome back to the Death Battle Reactions. On this episode, we've got... Jeez, let me double check this real quick. Okay, Weiss versus Mitsuru, Ruby versus Persona. This time I'm doing a full episode because, well, I know a lot about Ruby and I love the show. But the last time we've had a Ruby character on Death Battle was against... Yang versus Tifa, which that was another controversial episode at the time because not only was season 3 of Ruby coming out, a lot of people thought that the way that Tifa was portrayed was not that well thought out, and that the whole episode was biased towards the premiere of season 3 because this was like really close to the time. But there's a whole lot of other issues I have with it, not because of the biased stuff or anything else like that, but that's leaving stuff to the side, and I've looked it up like during their 100 episode road to the explanation for that episode. But anyways, besides the point, I am going to do a full episode reaction mostly because of Weiss. Mitsuru for Persona 3, I have nothing known about Persona, and I only have Persona 4 Golden, and I still haven't got to play that game, but hey, I'm going to still try and give my best shot of trying to play those games when I get to those at that point. But anyways, I'm going to do a full reaction, but the full link to the entire episode is in the description box down below, so you can see the full episode there. So again, watch the full episode there and then come back to watch my reaction. But anyways, with that out of the way, let's begin the episode. I asked that. Weapons, armor, and skills. Yep, the Death Battle card game. That'd be fun to grab.
They're as cold as ice. They're willing to sacrifice.
Today we're pitting together two queens of ice born into powerful, if troubled, families.
Weiss Schnee, heiress to the Schnee Dust Company and member of the Huntress Team Ruby.
And Mitsuru
And this is going to be a
Kirijo,
2D
heiress to the Kirijo group,
battle
and member
because
of the
they both have
Persona-wielding
good
Seeds.
sprites.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
Oh
the
no!
death battle.
It's 3D! Dang.
The world of Remnant is known for many things. The vicious creatures called Grimm, the hunters and huntresses committed to fighting them, and the Schnee family.
Yeah, they're kind of like royalty, and their princess is Weiss Schnee. As the heiress to the family company, she grew up in a pretty cold home. Pun intended.
Left-handed.
The Schnee family
Yep,
expected
inspired
a
by
lot
Snow
from
White.
Weiss. It was considered essential that she live up to their highly influential name.
Too bad for them, she had her own plans.
Rejecting her father's wishes to remain at home, Weiss left to attend Beacon Academy and train to become a huntress. Literally putting the W in Team Ruby. Within just a year, Weiss established her own name for herself, saving the kingdom on more than one occasion, and doing so with her trusty blade, Myrtanaster.
And that's for
Yep.
you. Merc Nasty here is a multi-action rapier with a 3-foot-long blade. But guess what? It's also a gun. Instead of a plain old crossguard, it's got a
Yep, it's a
revolver-style
gun sword,
chamber
basically.
that fills with bullets colored like the rainbow.
Well, they're not exactly bullets. They are vials of dust, which she can fire to enhance her weapon and skills. Ironically, the Schnee Dust Company is by far one of the largest producers and exporters of dust.
Wait. They sell dust? I got a ton of that shit covered in the bookshelf in my trailer. I could sell it and finally have enough money to buy a second bookshelf. Dust farm, here I come.
No, not that kind of dust. In the world of Remnant, dust is an energy source, often used to fuel vehicles, androids, and weapons. Wait, you have books?
When did I say anything about books?
Well, long story short, there are 4 main types of dust: air, lightning, fire, and water.
And Weiss likes to mix water and air together for her favorite, ice dust.
And that is why they call you the Ice Queen.
She can also attack with fire, launch a windstorm, block attacks with barriers, and many, many other techniques. Needless
Yeah.
to say, Myrtanaster is a surprisingly versatile weapon.
She also uses dust to boost her semblance, which is basically her X-Men superpower. Weiss gets hers from her
Glyphs.
family line and can do a bunch of stuff with it.
She can make glyphs on surfaces or in the air, each with a different color denoting its ability. Black glyphs hold things in place, while white ones propel things forward.
Ah.
Also, by infusing glyphs with dust, she can manipulate their effects. For example, a touch of lightning dust lets her dilate time, dramatically increasing her speed.
Or even better, she can use the glyphs to summon monsters to aid her in battle, Beastmaster style. Like this crazy boar, a giant killer wasp, and the Armagigas.
Which literally translates to giant armor in Latin, so...
And it's
fitting.
powered by
Man,
Aura.
Just imagine how
Of
great
course.
our family could be if they all didn't hate each other. Unlimited dust, giant bodyguards you can summon anytime, and they'd never be stuck with warm beer.
Unfortunately, the Schnee family does suffer from some rocky relationships, with the exception of Weiss and her older sister, Winter.
Wait, go back. Is her dad Colonel Sanders?
Yes, there's a certain resemblance.
It's CKF Schnee? No wonder they're so rich. What? You don't carry pocket chicken?
Don't question
So
it.
back on topic, Weiss has a very powerful
She's been
and
slain
versatile
in battle.
ability,
Yep.
and like most semblances, it's powered by
Personal
her
growth.
aura.
Yep.
Which is like an invisible shield around her body. She's basically unkillable while it's up.
Though the aura itself isn't indestructible, it can be depleted after taking a lot of damage and needs time to restore itself. Without it, she cannot use her semblance, and she's much more vulnerable.
You can't use your
But
semblance.
that aura is
Yep.
pretty friggin' tough. It was just enough to take a full-on hit from a geyser of lava.
Lava can reach temperatures up to 1200 degrees
Hey,
Celsius, enough to melt iron.
So a
And during
train
a
crash?
food fight of all things, she was thrown into a pillar so hard it was obliterated.
Hey, Wiz, I've been in a few food fights in my time, and that shit gets intense. And that one's tame by comparison.
But greatest of all, with a combination of ice and her aura, she survived riding atop a speeding train crashing through concrete. By measuring the diameter of the resulting hole and applying the values of fragmentation, this means Weiss survived an impact equal to over 7 tons of TNT.
But it's not just Weiss that's tough. Her glyphs are strong enough to catapult the Armagigas. And with her ice powers, she's knocked around a giant mech built for fighting Godzilla-sized Grim.
Compared to the height of her teammate nearby, it appears she created over 2,000 metric tons of ice. Obviously,
Dang.
that much ice doesn't fit into 2 vials of dust. She's likely using the ocean as a base to exert fusion energy and vaporization energy on the nitrogen in the air. Thereby freezing it like so. At most, this would require over 900 billion joules of energy, equivalent to detonating around 230 tons of TNT.
Geez, that's a lot of
Wow,
force.
No wonder she could push that big old robot around. Plus, Weiss can also move super quick, dodging missiles and even hitting bullets out of the air.
And with time dilation, she can stay nearly untouchable while taking out her opponents in the blink of an eye.
Like that old
Has a
saying,
great feat such
"Float
that
like
she
an
goes to
inner
pull
tube on a
meteors from
lazy
outer
river.
space?
Sting like you're
These
peeing
features
in
are
the
supported by
morning."
primary canon or
Please
stem
go
from
to the
non-canon
doctor.
gags.
Throughout her journey, Weiss has
Yeah, the
overcome all
manga
sorts of
are
dangers, but
kinda
her most
hard to
difficult
determine
task
their
may have been the moment
canonicity.
her father cut her out of the family, leaving her financially broke and dismissed from her birthright.
Ah, boo-hoo, no more allowance. Still, she's powered through and made a name for herself as a huntress. With the Ruby team at her back, I think she's found the family she truly belongs to.
I'm more than a name.
There we go. Now
In the
for
early
Persona.
2000s, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone in Japan who didn't know of the Kirijo Group, a global conglomerate involved in nearly every aspect of daily life. And the heiress to this impressive company
Likes the
was a
Marin
young girl
Karn
named
spell
Mitsuru
too
Kirijo.
much.
But unknown to her, the family company was into some pretty sketchy stuff. Her grandpa started experimenting with some sort of mental world called the Mind Place.
Or more officially, the collective unconscious, a realm connected to every living being's subconscious mind. And within the collective unconscious dwells shadows, fragments of human psyche which often appear as malevolent monsters.
They're basically demons.
Kind of. However, there's another sort more directly integrated with the minds of individual people, effectively becoming their shadow selves.
So, some of them are demons who want to kill you, and some of them are demons who are part of your brain?
Close enough.
Well, Gramps tried to get the shadows for himself, but as anyone who's tried to summon demons will tell you, don't do that. Trust me, it never works out. And when it does, it doesn't.
Chaos Incarnate erupted. The resulting explosion
Jeez.
from his experiment released the shadows into reality to prey on an unsuspecting populace, and unveiled the Tartarus, a citadel between worlds. The Earth was drastically changed with a new dark hour, an extra hour of time occurring at midnight.
Huh.
Most folks didn't notice, though. The world basically freezes in time during the dark hour, including people. So nobody's got to pick up a new 25-hour clock, because when the hour runs up, everything continues like nothing happened. It's like getting an extra hour of secret sleep.
But some people are able to operate during this hour, including Mitsuru, which she decided to take full advantage of.
Yeah, she felt pretty guilty about her family basically ruining everything and sending hundreds of murder monsters into the world. So she swore to fix her grandpappy's mess.
And while she's certainly skilled with a rapier thanks to her time in fencing
Persona
club,
and spells,
a single
Jesus.
sword would never be enough to combat the hordes of shadows. Luckily, her first experience with the
My
Dark
God.
Hour helped her out in this regard.
That's
Artemisia.
one way to put it.
That's her
She and her
persona.
dad were almost murdered by spooky shadows.
But this event also led to an awakening. With the threat of death itself mere seconds away, Mitsuru dug deep within and found a new weapon, her shadow self.
And that's how she became a person user.
Persona user.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Thanks to this fateful night, Mitsuru can summon a manifestation of her
I
personality.
do like the
known
concepts
as a
of
persona.
personas.
This was Penthesilea, who would eventually evolve into her ultimate form, Artemisia.
Artie is the best non-imaginary friend you could ask for. She's got all sorts of powerful ice spells. She can heal Mitsuru's wounds. She can drain someone's energy and add it to Mitsuru's own. And she can blow people up with It's a
Megadolian.
big purple kaboom that ignores special defenses. Anyway, and to top it all off, she's got a kinky ice whip.
While Artemisia cannot really be killed, she does have her limits. When a persona is overtaxed or takes too much damage, it becomes broken and unusable for a short time.
Yeah.
And since Artemisia is technically part of Mitsuru's mind, when the persona gets hurt, so does she.
But this connection also grants Mitsuru her own
There's
set
the
of
persona does not
special
physically
powers.
injure the
She's
user.
physically superior to
Strain on her
most
stamina and
others.
severe mental
She can
pain.
also sense the locations of people and layouts of buildings through analytical clairvoyance. She's also immune to ice and the cold, so I'm not really sure why she needs that giant fur coat.
Everyone needs a good fur coat, Wiz. Come on.
I guess. It is a pretty nice coat. Anyway, Mitsuru wasn't going into battle alone. She gathered a team of Persona users to form the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, or SEAS, which is much easier to say. The team set out to explore Tartarus, combat the shadows, and put an end to the Dark Hour, while also scoring some extra credit because it was technically an after-school club.
Huh.
Japanese schools are way more hardcore than ours.
And with a team at her back, Mitsuru needed a tool
That's anime
to
for you.
reliably summon personas with. And so came the Evoker, which might be a little disturbing to some people, so fair warning.
Yeah, it looks just like a gun, and that's kind of the point. The idea is to use the gun to create an extremely traumatic experience similar to how Mitsuru first evoked her own persona.
Specifically, this is accomplished by aiming the thing at your face and pulling the trigger.
Yeah, that's definitely not how guns are supposed to work.
Questionable concepts aside, Mitsuru and her persona are an absolute terror on the battlefield.
Oh, God! Did she just cut off that thing's dick?
Yes, she did, Boomstick, and it was a goddamn cannon.
Horror, but also...
Oh.
Mitsuru is quick enough to dodge gunfire. Heck, another
Kilotons
persona user
of
is even
ice.
fast enough to outrun a bullet fired by a magnum.
Those usually have a muzzle velocity of over 360 meters per
God,
second.
And personas can move even faster. Naotos could react to and catch an arrow in milliseconds, and Mitsuru has defeated her in battle.
But hey, how about that time Mitsuru and her whole team survived an explosion that totally wrecked this whole bridge? Now, in my humble opinion, using my very own handcrafted munitions measurement chart, I'd say this blast falls somewhere in the range of, oh shit, we're dead.
Interesting, but let's use some real science now.
This is real science. I tested explosions and their real effects on real people, just like you would. I'm a real scientist now.
But that's... Wait, real people? Boomstick, where are the interns?
Oh no.
Hey, look, I got you that coat that you wanted.
Ooh, thank you. Oh, it's so soft.
But hey, Wiz, there's one more math thing you gotta do. By working working with another Persona user, Yukari, Mitsuru helped freeze up this giant, creepy puppet monster.
Well, again, taking nitrogen into account as it comprises 70% of air's makeup, we can apply its required fusion energy and vaporization energy. To find this feat would need an energy output equal to 60 kilotons of TNT. Though this can't all be attributed to Mitsuru, as she did have help.
That's still a hell
That's
of a lot of
way
ice.
more than
Mitsuru and
Weiss.
Artemisia sure make a powerful pair.
And even after successfully ending the Dark Hour and redeeming her family name, Mitsuru continued battling for people everywhere, one shadow at a time.
This appears to be just the beginning.
Oh boy. This seems like it's going to be a tough one. Honestly, I think I got to give this to Mitsuru. Not only are her ice spells more potent than Weiss, especially with their feats of using the to freeze the area as compared to one another, Mitsuru has a lot more ice that she can use. She's faster. She's probably faster than Weiss if the dust with the electric dust doesn't make her faster than Mitsuru. And then Mitsuru's immune to ice spells and ice magic, which is one of Weiss's major dusts that she uses for her weapon. So those are out of the equation. So it's not even going to be worth it. And Mitsuru has a lot more spells and abilities to use. Because Weiss says most of her abilities come from her glyphs and her weapon and dust. Without those, there's not much she can really do. I think with Mitsuru, while her persona can be broken, it doesn't cause physical damage, but she still has a lot more to utilize even without her persona. So I think I gotta give this to Mitsuru for this battle. But we'll see how that goes.
All right, the combatants are
All right.
set, and we've run
Here we
the
go.
data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Oh!
Here we go. Oh wow, already in the fight? Wow, this is really quick.
Such good form. You fight with a sense of ease.
I do like the models.
But flattery will get you nowhere.
Yep, and yet they had to use Weiss's voice actress. Woo! I do like their fencing skills. I wonder what... Yep, ice won't work. I wonder what models they used.
Fighting me with ice. Ironic. And a waste of time.
Because I swear Mitsuru... Because it looks like Mitsuru can look like she was in Ruby, just based on that model. Ooh. If she can use her glyphs and summon her... Oh. Woo! Yep. It's causing mental strain. Ooh, nice.
Can't touch me, Ice Queen.
There we go.
So that's what it's like.
There we go. Summoning her golems. Ow. Yeah, I figured a persona is much more versatile than a golem. Ah, shoot. Just pause on me. Ah! Okay, here we go. Much better. Ah, nice use on gravity. There we go. Now we got the golem. Come on. Ooh. Whew, boy. Ouch. Oh no! Up. And
Annoying
there
as
goes the
this
golem.
was, I have to admit, you fought valiantly. But
Mmm.
now you'll fall by my own hand.
Oh.
I can do this on my own. Artemisia, no mercy!
Oh boy. Ooh. Mmm. Oh, and there goes her aura.
How strong are you?
Yep.
Strong enough.
Oh, fuck. Yep. It's over. Heal. Oof. Mmm. And. Yep. Uh-huh. Called it. I figured that was gonna happen.
Well, Wiz, I'm glad we got these coats, because that was cool.
Weiss
Ow.
was incredibly skilled. Her versatility certainly proved a challenge for Mitsuru, and she held a decent advantage in speed thanks to time dilation.
The
Though
relative
to be fair,
with Mitsuru's
Mitsuru's analytical
stats buffs
clairvoyance
could
meant
help
it would've
counter
been
Reese's
pretty
time
difficult
dilation.
for Weiss to get the jump on her.
Ah.
Plus, Naota's persona had to move around Mach 7 to catch that arrow in such a short amount of time, so Artemisia must be capable of similar speeds.
Jeez.
Yeah, but slowing down time seems like an instant win move, doesn't it?
In some ways, yes, but we look for who can win the most matches overall, not just a couple times out of 1,000 possibilities thanks to one good move.
Yeah, even though Weiss had plenty of attack options, Mitsuru's defenses were just too strong. Like how she completely canceled Weiss's ice attacks.
This presented a unique problem for Weiss, who has always been fairly reliant on ice techniques.
Yep.
She was forced to use dust, which she has less experience with.
Plus, Weiss and her summons have never dealt damage anywhere close to that "oh shit, we're dead" explosion that Mitsuru survived. By taking the diameter of the blast here and comparing it to real-life nukes, then considering how far Mitsuru
Oh,
was,
now you use
they
actual
see a
science.
hit worth over 21 tons of TNT. Definitely higher than Weiss's 7-ton train feat.
Frankly, Mitsuru's survivability and power output outclassed Weiss. Even if we cut her major ice feat in half since she was aided by Yukari, Mitsuru still output 130 times more energy than Weiss when she attacked.
Yep.
But numbers aren't everything, right?
Sure, there's always a new way to look at things. For instance, Weiss's arsenal was limited by her aura and dust supply.
There's also
while
that.
Mitsuru had no such constraint on her own powers.
It takes a long time to restore aura, and remember, when a persona gets broken, it can just come back a few seconds later.
Which was extremely useful, as Artemisia could heal Mitsuru at any time, undoing whatever progress Weiss had made.
Yeah, there is
Oh,
no
man,
way.
What an ice-cold move.
While Weiss's speed and Mitsuru's
Nice on the
greater
coats.
defense, raw power, and more reliable arsenal proved too much for the Huntress.
She had no chance.
The winner
Ow.
is Mitsuru Kirijo.
And there we go.
Hey, thanks for watching Death Battle. Don't go away just yet. We're about to announce the next fight.
And if you haven't seen the latest episode of our podcast, the Death Battle Cast, you can click it right there.
Next time on Death Battle. Oh, Johnny Cage versus Captain Falcon. Oh, that's gonna be something. Can Johnny Cage survive the Falcon Punch, and can Captain Falcon survive the Nutbuster? We'll have to wait until, wow, close to 4th of July weekend. Anyways, yeah, I kind of figured this was going to be the problem with Weiss, since, well, she really didn't have anything to counter most of Mitsuru's abilities and skills. Plus, Mitsuru outclassed Weiss in many categories. So, yeah, there was really no victory for Weiss in this regard. Sorry to say, but yeah, she didn't really have that much to work with in her arsenal. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe for more videos. And if you like this video, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. So with that said, this has been your Minute East. And until next time, take care, everyone.